Now my story, this is my story. Someone hit me, Chris Collier I think it was, hit me with an iron bar when I was a kid. I laughed at something, I can't remember what I laughed at, but he cracked my skull with an iron bar, a weightlifting bar. I think he adopted me because Eric Clapton and Patty Boyd's my real parents. I don't know if I got stolen from birth or they gave me up because they were both using drink and drugs. I don't know, but I got bottle around the eye socket in a pub. I broke my nose twice, fell into a playroom door, ripped my gums. The roots of my teeth were showing. I've had concussion 3 times in fights, like being beaten up, punched when I'm not when I least expect it. Hit my head on a metal bin outside McDonald's in Gravesend. Someone hit me when I wasn't looking, and I nearly died. Like it was quite serious. I ended up with quite severe concussion, and I've had that 3 times. Twice falling off a bike, a push bike, and I've been hit with things iron bar over the head when I was a young kid. So I'm left-handed because I got hit on the right side. Apparently, it's the memory part of my brain, so I can't remember when it happened or who did it particularly. I think it was Chris Collier because he said, "Don't laugh at me, or you won't know what's hit you," and then he hit me over the head with something. So an iron bar, weightlifting bar, because I used to weightlift back then. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Check for evidence first before you actually, if you want to help me out. That's what I'm always. My head's always in pain because I've had head injuries. Split my head open. He pulled me into a tree, Chris Collier, on a zip line going down. They're called zip lines. They're called something that's like a rope hanging from a tree, and you go down on it. It's like some line thing. You go down with handles on it, and it gives you like a ride. I don't know where it was, but he pulled me straight into a tree, and I split my head open. I've split my head open loads of times, at least five times. I think I've got scars. My, he's not my twin, Ben Collier, but he threw a set of keys at me with a penknife on. I've got a scar on my head, if you can see it, somewhere on my head. Can't really see it very well, but a big egg came up my head when he threw it at me. So that's just some of the stuff. Broke my leg, broke my ankle, broke my toes, broke my fingers, broke my thumb, fell through a window, got all scars up my arm, fell into an old sink like when I was a kid, and the bone of my knee was showing. I've had that. That's not even like all of it. I've had a lot of stuff happen to me. So anyway, I can sing, so I've got a good story. So I don't know what to do if anyone's got any suggestions. Um, um, I don't know. What's that? Sperm? I don't know. Like it's part of the word. It's the end of the word sperm. Did you know that? Like they go sperm. I don't want sperm in my mouth. Really, I haven't committed any crime to deserve it. Really. So if you can spread the word there, they bang me up. You don't need to necessarily put you in prison to bang you up in a world of pain. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, that's part of my story as well. Ooh, ah, Cantona, I say, ooh, ah, Cantona, and he kicked someone in the crowd. The thing is, I don't blame him really, because that's my story. Andy Dufresne is French for to frame. You've been framed. The program You've Been Framed. They're laughing. The people that laugh are probably the ones that are setting you up to have an accident. There you go. Where there's blame, there's a claim. Anyway, they can get some money for that anyway. But they're putting themselves out of pocket, aren't they? They probably got the majority of it anyway. The money anyway. By the way. So whatever. I've had so many accidents. Someone's been having me have them. So where there's blame, there's a claim. If anyone can get me in touch with any lawyers or solicitors, or I can claim for all my accidents, suspicious accidents, someone's gonna have to pay. What's the damage? You say, what's the damage? They're gonna have to pay